Alright folks, I got one of my favorite little cars here, but this one in particular, not so much my favorite. This is a 1999 Saturn SL2 or 3, I'm not sure, I have to run the VIN and see what it's going to be. But check this out, that is legit, 87,154 miles. But just to be fair, I am selling this as a parts or repair car. The reason is I am suspicious of the transmission in this car. I bought it because it had ultra low mileage, was in really good shape, seemed like a decent little car. I mean, it's got power windows, you know, all that stuff. Headliner, you know, could use a little bit of help, obviously, typical Saturn. But overall, I mean, it's, you know, an 87,000 mile car. But like I said, I don't trust the automatic transmission. And I'll show you that in a minute. It bangs a little hard going into reverse. Let me see if I can demonstrate that for you. Yeah, see, I had to give it a little bit of gas and it popped into reverse. But again, I've driven this car actually a couple hundred miles. So I know it's drivable, but again, I wouldn't trust it for a long haul. Like if you live more than 100, 200 miles away, you might want to consider towing it. I don't know what color this is. I call it purple. It might be brown. I don't know. It's got alloy wheels. Let's see what else I can tell you about it. Obviously, the body's in good shape because it's made out of plastic. The tires look okay. I wouldn't say they're great. Rear spoiler looks like the paint's flaking off it a little bit. Rear bumpers had, you know, a little bit of scrapes and bothers. The body here looks like this is what happens with plastic, just so you know. It doesn't dent, but it will crack. The deck lid and the roof are made out of metal. The doors, the fenders are all plastic. As you can see, it's a little cracked there. The hood is also made out of metal. There we go. The glazing looks to be in pretty decent shape. Yeah, overall shape isn't bad. Like I said, it's, you know, hey, it's a 16-year-old car with 87,000 miles on it, so it's not going to be perfect, especially since I'm going to be selling it for next to nothing. Because my choices are this: sell it to you, maybe somebody can actually get some use out of this car. You know, either without fixing it as an around town car and just drive it until she drops. Or if you want to fix it, that's up to you also. But it's going to be cheap. But if I don't sell it to one of you guys, well, next thing I do is I bring it to the junkyard. But here we go. Down the road, as you can see, third gear. We're up to 50 miles an hour. Shifts into fourth gear. So like I said, it's not like the trans slips or whatever, it just shifts kind of hard. But yeah, you might be able to drive this thing for thousands of miles just the way it is. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but I do know when they don't feel right, and this one doesn't feel right. So, but as you can see, I'm doing 50 miles an hour, no problem. I mean, I don't know, if you live 500 miles away and you want to take a shot at driving this car home, maybe you'll make it. I don't know. But again, for the little bit of money I'm going to be selling this thing for, trust me, it's going to be a great deal. You know, a little beater around town, who knows? You might get a couple of years out of it. Whatever. I mean, I've had these Saturns literally go 200. I have one right now has over 250,000 miles on it. So I think these cars are great. You know, but this one, well, again, who knows? It's a crapshoot. But honestly, I hate to say it, I've probably lost more money playing cards in a night than I'm going to sell this car for. So that'll be up to you what you want to do with her. But as I am demonstrating right now, look at wipers work. There you go, because it is actually starting to rain now. Wipers do work. And as you can see, you know, 55 miles an hour, no problem. Yep, getting almost up to 60. It's front wheel drive, so there you go, just popped into overdrive. That little green light there is the daytime running lights, just so you know. All right, pull back in here. It does have a check engine light on, obviously, probably because it's something to do with the transmission. But again, these are all the fun things you get to discover if you buy this car for almost nothing. Like I said, since I'm willing to sell it for almost what I can get from the junkyard for it, how bad off will you be if you buy it from me? I mean, worst case scenario, you drive it for a month, it's cheaper than renting a car, and then you junk it. So, and depending on where you live in the country, you'll probably get more money for it than I will. So there you have it. Nothing great, but it is a, you know, a working, driving. I do have a title for this car. It's a New Jersey title. So So there you go, guys. Again, something basic, something simple, but it's all for you. So there you have it. Basic recap, 1999 Saturn SL, whatever the heck it is. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it's an SL2, but it's got cruise control, horn works, it shifts, it drives. And that's pretty much it, folks. So there you have it. Thank you, and I hope somebody can really get something out of this car, because I do love these little things. Thanks.